welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're really getting into the new Superman film, the 2025 one. Our source is pretty unique, actually. It's a review from Gemini Nova, an AI partner based on a first-hand viewing by someone called Jet. So we're going to unpack what makes this movie tick, how it's setting up a whole new universe maybe, characters, action, even how you watch it. Okay, let's dive in.
Yeah, let's do it. What really jumps out from this review is how confident the film seems, especially with its characters and building this world right off the bat. It matters for grabbing you, the audience, and maybe changing what we expect from these kinds of stories.
Totally. Let's start with character. Jet's review calls Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor one of the best on-screen portrayals. Apparently, it nails that mix of super smart arrogance and this really obsessive philosophy he has.
Right. The review mentions Lex thinks humanity is just inherently chaotic, and that clashes directly with Superman's whole belief in our potential for good.
Exactly. So it's not just punches and explosions. It's like an ideological battle driving the whole thing. That kind of anchor, how important is that for a new superhero universe, you think?
Oh, it's crucial. That's where the real stakes are, right? It makes you care why they're fighting, not just that they're fighting. And like Jet pointed out, for a fresh universe, setting up that core conflict gives it a foundation, something solid to build on beyond just, spectacle.
Makes sense. And speaking of building, Jet mentioned the film has a big cast, but somehow avoids feeling bloated or like you need to do homework beforehand.
Yeah, that's a huge plus. No required reading list.
Right. The review pointed to a specific scene with the Daily Planet crew. Apparently, it just brilliantly weaves together plot points and background info without being preachy. Makes the world feel, I think the term was, lived in.
That's smart filmmaking. It respects your intelligence.
How do they pull that off, though? Making a world feel established so quickly without just dumping information on you.
Well, it boils down to confident storytelling. Showing, not telling, basically. That Daily Planet scene probably uses, natural conversations, visual details maybe, things you pick up on without being lectured. It trusts you, the viewer, to keep up. No pop quizzes.
Okay, let's talk action, because apparently it delivers. 2 sequences really stood out for Jet. First, Mr. Terrific. Sort of a solo mission, taking down hostiles on an island with his T-spheres. Described as strategic, stylish.
Sounds cool.
And then the big one, Superman versus Ultraman. Jet said his fighting style was really unique, almost like a video game character, with moves that felt like they had call signs or specific names.
That's different.
Yeah, like combos or special moves. Interesting twist on superhuman combat.
And here's where the viewing experience comes in. Jet watched it in D-Box. Called it incredible, deeply immersive. So the haptic feedback, in the seats, it made you feel every punch, every explosion, the sheer velocity of flight.
Wow, so it's not just watching, it's feeling it. Exactly. Jet said it elevates the action, makes it visceral. A must-try for blockbusters like this. Almost sounds like you need to stretch before the movie starts, right? Though apparently the real D3D wasn't quite as impressive.
That D-Box part really highlights how tech is changing things. It's moving beyond just seeing a movie to, physically experiencing it. It changes how you engage with it, fundamentally, more than just visuals.
And one more thing, sort of a tease. Jet mentioned a major surprise about Superman's origin. Didn't spoil it, thankfully, but said it recontextualizes his entire journey. Sets up a big mystery for later films. What does doing something like that, messing with the origin of such an established character, actually achieve?
Well, it's a really smart way to keep a character like Superman fresh, especially for new audiences. It lets you tell new stories, explore different angles without totally throwing out what makes him iconic. Keeps you guessing, even if you think you know the story. It's about balancing tradition and innovation.
So wrapping it all up, the review gave the film a solid 7.5 out of 10, called it thoroughly enjoyable, well-crafted. Significantly better than your average blockbuster, apparently. And the biggest win, proving you can launch a universe without a tedious origin story, just trusting the story and characters to pull you in.
And that really does raise a big question, doesn't it? In this packed field of cinematic universes, what does Superman's approach tell us? Trusting the audience, immersing them right away. Could this change how we expect these big stories to unfold? Makes you wonder if this bold start makes you eager for more from this new Man of Tomorrow, right? Something to think about.